Hello and welcome back to a very exciting new hero unboxing and first play Marvel Champions stream. I'm pumped. We got X23, we have not Daredevil, gosh. One can wish, right? We have Deadpool, X23 and Deadpool. We're going to be unboxing these. We're going to play probably Deadpool first and then go into and play X23. And I can also go ahead and say we are going to be doing another bonus stream tomorrow morning to play some more of these. So some more Saturday morning cartoons, as we've called them before. New heroes. Hey Sirius, hey True, hello. I just got X23 today. I already had X23 for over a month. Oh, very cool. Nice. Vin, I think your last post broke the rules. They sold. Oh, yeah, they sold them to me on Monday. Yeah, yep. So the street date was today. So here we are. Daredevil, how long have I been? Yeah, right, Joshy. That's on me. That's on me. I wish it was X23 and Daredevil. I think I really want. I predict that our next kind of wave is going to be Fantastic Four. But I would really like a like street level with Daredevil. I think that'd be a really fun one to do. My game shop broke it a few months ago. Yeah, right. Hey, Joshy and True, thank you so very much for the subscriptions. Y'all are amazing. Thank you so very much. Hype train incoming. Let's go. Okay, so since we're going to be playing Deadpool first, we're going to be unboxing X23 first. Hey, York, I reserved the packs at your local game store and they said they haven't arrived yet. No, that's so sad. Hopefully they come in real soon. Yeah, I know that there's been some shipping delays, but I'm hoping that they come in pretty soon. Probably next week. Yeah, that'd be nice if it was next week. Or if they're just kind of stuck away in some of the arrival inventory that we just haven't they haven't been able to open yet. I am pumped for both of these heroes. I think I'm more pumped for. That's an interesting question. I'm not 100% sure who I'm more pumped for. I'm pumped for both of them. I think X23. I think I'm gonna have more fun with X23. Deadpool just seems like a fun character. Joshy, I got X23 and Deadpool a week ago. Oh, nice. You've only played them once with their precons. Sign me up. X23 really impressed. Oh, nice. Very cool. X23 is a hit or miss hero for some. Okay, well, there's been very, very few miss heroes for me. Hey, the Romeo, you're unboxing my. Oh, sweet, awesome, nice. X23 is really fun. Then, yeah, I don't know if they do a full wave of F4, maybe something similar to the first Xbox, and then some random heroes. I could see that. Yeah, I could see that. Or like a Matt Titan Shadow thing, where they kind of have some Avengers, some Guardians in the same thing. I could see Fantastic Four teaming up with somebody. So, oh, also, I went to a OP event last night, an organized play event last night, and I got some cool new toys. I'm going to another one tonight, but the new Marvel promos are out. So these are the villains that I got. I got a full art Juggernaut, a Grey Crow, a Vertigo. Then I have a full art Angel. So the full art Angel here. And then I got the rare Betsy. So the Psylocke, the alt art Psylocke, and then the alt art Angel. I think the alt art Angel is probably one of my favorite promos that they've ever done. It looks sick. Like that's just really, really freaking cool. Yeah. Joshy did not enjoy Deadpool as expected, but surprisingly didn't mind the pool aspect. Okay, interesting. Mostly to boost X23. Okay, fun. I played a 3-player game of this once and it just didn't grab you. I keep thinking I need to give it a solo try because everything about this game screams I should love it. Papa, what I will say is that I think the worst player count, especially if it's not like people who are very, very familiar with the game, is probably 4 and 3. I think the best player count is 2, and followed very closely by 1. So I would highly recommend that you try it at a solo game. It's a phenomenal game. 3, 4, very slow, very just long games, especially if you have people that are not familiar with the game. You saw a Villain Theory Infinite combo with Nova? Oh, that sounds cool. We don't have any of your. Oh no. You guys got promos. We're in Europe. Yeah, that is too bad that they don't do the promos in Europe. Yo, Fantastic Four is the one expansion I really want to see. They have a good amount of villains. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. I think people X23 is a miss for people who went all in on Honey Badger, which I think is a mistake. Okay. I'll make your deck super inconsistent when X23 should have the one of the most consistent heroes in the game. Interesting. Yeah, it was 3 players with 2 of us being brand new. That's gonna be a tough introduction to the game, Papa. I would try it again, and I solo can be. I think it's more challenging as a solo game, but I would highly recommend trying it again. Rambler, hey, I got X23 to the table the other night. Really cool play style, player and leadership. I need to get some more games of Lord of the Rings. Finally busted in the box and it was really fun. Oh, I love Lord of the Rings. Oh my goodness. I love New Hero Day. I love New Hero Day. Spider-Woman pool leadership is just as fun. Ooh, that sounds fun. I am really excited to try like some of the old hero new trick stuff with some of the pool aspects or the pool. Star-Lord pool, all of that stuff. I think it's just gonna be really, really fun. The amazing thing about healing factor is that unlike Wolverine, doesn't matter if you're in hero form or alter ego. So strong. Interesting. Do you think Fantasy Flight would consider making a DC expansion? I don't think so. They don't have the license for the DC heroes, and so I don't think that they would be doing that. And so I think maybe we could see something that would but maybe I think if they're going DC, I think they would probably, if they ever got that license, they'd probably do it as a new game. I played like 60 games with her in leadership. Nice. That's crazy. Solo is definitely harder than 2 players. You have more room for error in 2. Yeah, definitely. Okay, let's look at X23 Lara. So, sync setup put X23 claws into play. We've seen this before. Recovery of 6, which is really great. Also, I want to hold these up closer, but now I can't read it. Yeah, that'll be fine. Shuffle. No, okay, we're coming back down here. Sorry. Shuffle either the Honey Badger ally or the Sisterly Bond event from your discard pile back into your deck, then draw 1 card, limit once per round. So, really, really cool. You do have to. That is a cost to shuffle that card back into your deck. So you can't just draw a card. You have to have one of those cards in your discard pile to shuffle in, and then you can draw it up. So yeah, hand size 6, hit points of 10. And then when we flip the card over, we'll hold this up real quick. X23, a 2/1/2 stat line, 5 hand size, 10 hit points. And then living weapon response. After X23 takes any amount of damage, ready X23, limit once per phase. So that's fun. That's really fun. Is there an active homebrew community? Oh yeah, that's a very good call, the Romeo. Yes, there's an active homebrew community that's done a lot of the DC as well as other. I've seen Star Wars. I've seen a lot of different IPs come into the game from the homebrew stuff, which is pretty cool. Play like 30 games without remembering the ability draws you a card. Okay, so X23, we get to put these into play at setup. So X23 claws, these are permanent. Hero action, exhaust X23 claws and take 2 damage. X23 gets +2 attack until the end of the round. It's also a weapon, so all of our weapon stuff can tie into what X23 is trying to do with mean swings and all of that. But really, the +2 seems pretty good, especially if we can start damaging ourselves and take advantage of that +2 attack multiple times. Night models tried having DC and Marvel different games with the same rules, and it caused few issues. They shortly after dropped their Marvel range. I dare say FFG would have the same issues. Also, FFG seems to like getting minis, board games, and card game licenses in one, probably cheaper. That's very fair. I want to be able to get a DC license. Yeah. Also, Marvel is greater than DC, so that's a joke. The wish part. End of the round is important for things like counterpunch. That is very, very true. Good call, Resident. Yeah. So you get the +2 attack until the end of the round. So cards like counterpunch, where you, after you defend, deal damage equal to your attack. That works. My cat is very excited. I'm awake at 5 a.m. Thinks he's going to get fed early. I hold you responsible for this, Nelson. Yep. No, this is actually a huge conspiracy between me and your cat. Honey Badger is our signature ally. We've got a 2-cost 1/1/2 Honey Badger. Hero response after Honey Badger takes any amount of damage. Ready X23. So now we can have X23 attack, or we can have her thwart, I guess. Thwart for 2, take 2 damage, get +2 attack. We get to ready attack for 3. Honey Badger can then take a consequential, take a damage, ready X23, and attack again for 6. Oh, I'm saying I don't see gold balls in DC. Very important to note that if Honey Badger is defeated by damage, you won't get to ready X23. That will be missed a lot because... Is that because the response is no longer active? Yeah. Yeah, that is a really good point. Yeah, I think that will be missed. Animal Instinct. 0-cost event. When X23 makes a basic thwart, she gets +X thwart for this thwart, where X is equal to her attack. Incredible. Well, okay, maybe. It can solve a couple of problems. I'm not 100% sure the opportunity cost, right? So it's a 1 for if you have a 3 attack. It's a 1 for 3 effective resource cost, but you also have the opportunity cost of 3 damage. So maybe, I don't know. Can't wait to Sidekick Honey Badger. Yeah. I really wish X23 is X-Men instead of Force, or at least has that. Yeah. The X-Force, the X-Men have really good support. Animal Instinct will be nice, especially in like a... Ooh, I wonder how she would work in a fluid motion deck. That'd be kind of fun. A lot of side schemes in solo with 3 threats, so it's great for... Yeah, especially the player side schemes too. We got Claw Mastery. This is a 1-cost event, max 1 per round. Until the end of the round, X23 gets +2 attack, and our attack gains overkill while Honey Badger is in play. Okay, well, you know what? Why not, right? Why not? We got Claw Mastery plus an X23 Claws, bumping our basic attack up to a 6. We can hit multiple times. Animal Instinct can throw that onto the thwart, but then like it gives you overkill. You know, we're starting to get into quick strike territory where you can use your, 2-cost aggression event for 6 damage. We're hitting that cost efficiency curve right there. Real cool stuff. She's not good in fluid motion. I tested it a lot. She has 0 attacks in her kit. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, well, yeah, thank you. Thank you for the warning. BB, I wish a lot of heroes could change their trait. Web Warrior. Oh, that'd be interesting if you could change your trait. Hey, Jesco, thank you for the subscription with Prime. I appreciate you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Just open up more deck builds. That's partially why I've only played X23 once so far. I want that Sidekick. Oh, yeah, the Sidekick upgrade coming in the next box looks really, really good. Doing well. I'm doing fantastic. I love new card day. Love new card day. Spider-Man Peter as a Web Warrior would be really free. Yeah. Her in leadership. Hey, Roland. How is it going? Long time no talk. How you doing? Alrighty, we got Regenerative Loyalty. Or Longevity. I cannot read today. 1 action heal. A total of 4 damage from your identity and Honey Badger. Really nice, especially since we're taking damage from, our claws. And we want to be taking damage to ready. So this is going to be nice to hit X23. If you're running into the Honey Badger strategy, then yes, that can help. With healing Honey Badger. I assume that Honey Badger is going to have a number of she's going to be wearing that reinforced suit fairly frequently. X23, what's her gimmick? She gets to ready after she takes damage, and she has a lot of cards that increase her attack. So she is kind of a different take on Wolverine. I've said I would love a what if box, a load of new cards for current heroes to swap out there. Yeah. Her having to babysit her youngest clone. That's fair. I'm also no master deck builder like you at all. I need to Marvel CDB to get updated. Oh, I didn't know that Marvel CDB wasn't updated. Sisterly Bond, this is the card that we can shuffle in with our alter ego action. This is a 1 of in the kit, 0-cost event. When Honey Badger thwarts her attacks, add X23 matching power to Honey Badger's power for this use. Incredible. Yeah, I'll take it. So she can do that. She can then ready X23. seems really fun. It seems like she's going to be a very combo-y hero. So we have cards like, you know, Claw Mastery, which combos with Honey Badger, which can combo with Sisterly Bond. I'm first kind of thoughts is I'm really excited to try her with the Kalus and the Brother Voodoos of the world that can search and grab some of these events. I think that's going to be really nice. In the comics, Honey Badger is the youngest of six clones from X23. She saved X23 from a clone that would attack her in Paris. Oh, interesting. Been so busy, missed the last couple of releases. I love that Marvel Champions and the MCU are both leaning into X-Men around the same. Yeah, it is kind of a fun like culmination there. Hulk needs some love in the What If box. That's true. I said Sisterly Bond. That is what it is. But we have Sisterhood. This is the card that I think is going to be fairly important for X23 to grab. Got Sisterhood action. This is a support. Exhaust Sisterhood and discard an X23 card from your hand. Search your deck and discard pile for Honey Badger and shuffle her into your deck. And add her to your hand and shuffle. So, can get Honey Badger by, you know, tossing an X23 card. I think Mutant Education is probably going to be another card that I'm looking at here. Shuffling some of those cards, the X23 cards back into the deck. Drawing a card. So when we flip down, if we have Mutant Education, we have X Mansion, we're healing, we're drawing, and then we can also draw a card from over here. Hey, Devader, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. And so Sisterhood, you can put 2 of those cards, which are effectively another copy of Honey Badger, back into your hand. Me and my cat. We got Adamantium Lacing. You get +2 hit points. Someone who likes to take damage with 10 hit points likes that sentence. X23 gains Retaliate 1 or basic attack gains Piercing. I mean, I like Piercing. There's a lot of tough around this game now, so Lacing for 1 is not. Yeah, it really is. The fact that, yeah, you could take away the Retaliate and I still think it would be a really good upgrade. But for 2 effective costs, you're getting +2 hit points, Retaliate 1, and Piercing. Insane. X23 is a must-play in aggression and leadership. Yeah, she has some fun builds. I'm also kind of curious. I think I'm always least excited for Justice, but I think that her, yeah, I mean she just seems really solid, really solid. We got Grim Resolve. This is another really solid card. We got a 1-cost Grim Resolve. Exhaust this card and take 1 damage. Generate a wild resource. Now, if we just compare that with Clarity of Purpose, it is a little bit different than Clarity of Purpose. Clarity, you deal a damage, and in Grim Resolve, you take a damage. So, Clarity of Purpose, you can use it with a tough status card. Grim Resolve, you can't. But still, a resource generator that also readies. Woo! Least favorite aspect is protection. Really don't like it. You're wrong. No, I'm just kidding. Justice is the home for actually playing Danger Room and in game time. The only aspect I play them in. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. We got Pain Tolerance. This is a 2-cost upgrade. It's also a superpower traded. Something that I didn't really take a look at. We got two copies of a superpower card. This is a 3rd. So Death Focus probably not in conversation. After you play an X23 card, heal 1 damage from your identity. Yeah, I like it. She can't really play Death Focus or X Gene. Why can she not play X Gene? Curious. I guess she doesn't have. I mean, she has what, 2 copies of events that. So, yeah, three events that. I guess 5 events. Yeah. Only 5 events that have a cost is not enough. That's fair. Yeah. Especially when you have Grim Resolve here. Her cost curve is absurdly low just looking at this. I mean, we got our highest cost card is a 2-cost card. So I don't even know how many generators you're going to need. This is an incredibly low cost curve. Potentially one of the lowest in the game. I haven't done the math, but it's... I wouldn't be surprised if this rivals Nebula's cost curve here. Speaking of low cost, yeah, I'm gonna go out. She's gonna have bottom 3 cost curve in the game. She has 3 cards over 1 cost. Incredibly low. It's pretty cool. Okay, so we got Puncture Wound. This is an upgrade. We have to attach it to an enemy that X23 or Honey Badger attack this turn. I'll hold that up a little bit closer. Attached enemy gets -1 attack. And after the player phase begins, discard this card and deal 3 damage to the attacked enemy. I like it. It's fun. It also seems fun to team up with Cyclops, because that's an upgrade. Laser Blast him. I found success in just making my decks cheap as possible. I played no extra on the board, resource generators, and then clarity, purpose, and leadership. I think that probably is fine. Yeah. I'll be interested to see. I'm also kind of interested to see how like a strength in numbers build works for her, because that's interesting. Honey Badger's X-Men traded. I don't think I realized that. Where X23 is X-Force, we got an X-Men traded Honey Badger, so you have all the upgrades available to throw on Honey Badger. So that's kind of interesting. Wonder like what attack training. I mean, if we're just going all damage, which I don't know why we wouldn't go all damage. Where are my attack trainings? +1 attack and 2 hit points. I mean, that's going to be pretty nice. It's going to be pretty nice. Alrighty. So overall, I'm really excited for X23. I don't quite remember who said it earlier. I think Honey Badger is a nice supplement to our kit, but I feel like she is very, very fine without Honey Badger, leaning fully into that strategy. There are going to be builds that do that, but I don't think it's actually, I agree. That is not needed. I mean, you can hold your own here. That's awesome. Her average card cost is 0.87. Nebula is the exact same. Nice. That's awesome. That's crazy low. That's crazy low, especially, I guess we have the same amount of resource generators in both. That's cool. Be nice if they could have given us an honorary X-Force. I thought they did. It's called X-Force Recruit. Yeah, X-Force Recruit. Hey, Lucas. How's it going? Yeah. Okay, let's, yeah, really cool stuff here. Really, really fun stuff here. We're going to clean up. Oops. We're going to clean up. And we are going to look at some of our aggression cards. That looks fun. You can turn Honey Badger into X-Force. Yeah. I think the X-Men trait is better than the X-Force trait. Yeah. X-Force Recruit was my upgrade of choice because it brings Honey Badger to 3 HP, which allows a first... Oh, that's cool. That's fun. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. First aid helps a lot just to kind of keep her out. And it's a way to do it outside of leadership. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Sick. Or, like, I guess you could go any of the training upgrades. We got Boom Boom. Boom Boom is our first ally. Boom Boom, 3 cost 1/1/2 ally. We can exhaust Boom Boom, add 1 boom counter to her. Then you may discard Boom Boom to deal 1 damage to each enemy for each boom counter on her. Long-term play. So, yeah, when I initially read this, I didn't realize it was every single enemy, which does make it a lot better. So you can sit there. I think it's going to be a really fun multiplayer game. If you can get her out turn 1, maybe someone is bringing that call for backup. Yeah, call for backup. Put her out there and just start using her. If you have other, like, if you throw a training, you can use game time. Just kind of build up those counters. They'll be kind of fun to see how much damage you can do with Boom Boom. That may be a fun challenge. Jim Nicky redeemed Hydrate. Cheers. True Blazing Glory. X23 is my favorite mutant in the comments, so I can't wait to be able to finally play her. That's awesome. That's really cool. Also, can we can clearly explain the Boom Boom mechanics? Yeah, so you exhaust Boom Boom, you add a counter to her, then you can choose to discard all counters, discard her and all counters to deal 1 damage to every single enemy for each boom counter on here. So minimum, I guess first turn you're probably not going to do this, but you could exhaust, put a bomb counter, deal 1 damage, discard boom boom, deal 1 damage to everything on the table. Or you could sit there and just exhaust her round over round, or if you had ways to ready her multiple times, you could ready and exhaust, build up those bomb counters, and then you can, if you have 10 counters, it's 10 to everything on the table. So training upgrades are questionable based on the number of other X-Men allies you include. It's hard to include a lot because she isn't X-Men traded. She doesn't get the discount on Colossus or Angel in hero mode, which is a bummer. That's true. I got her out turn 1, kept building counters, then didn't even use but wasn't 1 counter per enemy or all enemies. I think it's every single enemy gets damage equal to the number of counters. X-Force Recruit having a physical resource is also nice for protection, because as a protection fan, I'm like, sure, you can imagine a good what doesn't kill me. Oh, yeah. What doesn't kill me is going to be sick. You can do little boom, do boom, 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 or do big boom. Exactly, serious. I need like 6 counters on her at the end of the game. I didn't need to. Alrighty, up next is Rictor. We're taking all of the captive allies, putting them into X23's deck. 3 cost, 1, 2, 3. After Rictor attacks, discard the top card of your deck. Deal 1 damage to each minion engaged with each resource. So Domino's gonna like Rictor. Yeah, minimum 3 attack. Ideally minimum 3 attack. Probably. There is a chance you hit like Band Together or something, which is gonna be 0. But nice. Ooh, Shatterstar. This is a 4 cost ally. 2, 2, 4. 2 consequentials on the thwart. X-Force traded. When Shatterforce attacks a minion, engage that minion. If you are already engaged with that minion, he gets +1 attack for this attack. That's cool. I really want to run him in Thor. Right? You can have Thor bring minions over, draw 2 cards. Let's all agree that we skip protection from... No. Wait, hold on. We got critical hit. Play only if there's a side scheme in the victory display. Very, very, smart to have Cable on that art. After you attack an enemy, stun it. That seems expensive to me. 2 cost stun with the requirement of having a side scheme in the victory display, and you have to trigger it after an attack. It seems a little expensive to me. A hero that gets bruised a lot. He must be very good for Yeah, I don't know if that's kind of expensive for me. You have Dropkick, which is 1 resource more. Now you do have the requirement of paying all physical resources. I guess it is a mental, so that is nice. It leans in the own technique. But if you have Dropkick, you also get to do 4 damage, draw a card. I'm curious to see how Deadpool plays. Yeah, me too. We got Moment of Triumph. This is different art, same card. After you attack and defeat an enemy, heal 1 damage from your hero for each point of excess damage dealt to that enemy by this attack. I do like this art, I think, a lot more than our old Moment of Triumph. Nice. I think it's expensive, but it has to be. It's like 1.5 cost card when it would be way too strong. That's very fair. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Yeah. Justice is your favorite, but aggression is probably my second. I'm just so bad with protection unless it's not being played protection style. Yeah, it is a very different way to play the game. Hey, we got a new player's side scheme. Keep them busy. This is a 1 cost player side scheme. Comes in with 3 threat per player, and it's an assault, meaning that we can thwart it with our attack. That's pretty cool. When defeated, the player defeated the scheme removes 5 threat per player from the main scheme. It is the main scheme, which is not my favorite. It's nice to just have it out there as a easy thwart, right? Because especially in X23 or any heroes that have 3 attack, Hulk, you can throw this out there and use it when you need it. That's the problem with some of the kind of thwarting cards, is that if you draw them if you drop suborbital leap when there's only 2 threat on the main scheme, meh. But if you keep them busy out there, next turn there's going to be 5. You can then take it there. I like that. It'll be interesting. I'll definitely play it. Yeah. My friend and I also play with kind of like Nelson and good at protection. So the protection builds I don't like. He's quite, oh, that's nice compliment. My instinct is to face tank. My friend's instinct is to defend everything. X23 might change her mind for protection. She's very good in it. She gets around some of the aspects of weaknesses because she can thwart as well. Ooh. Now I'm mad. A new archetype defining card. Now I'm mad is a 1-cost upgrade. While your hero's remaining hit points are less than half of your hero's starting hit points, your hero gets +1 attack and -1 thwart. So this is interesting because now I'm mad. Is that kind of playstyle. We saw another card which I don't remember the name of right now in the Age of Apocalypse preview that talks about having half your hit points, but I'm just, I want to play it, but it's so outside of my comfort zone because I need everything to be okay and perfect and kind and nice on the table, and it's Now I'm Mad doesn't do that, but I kind of like it. We got the direct approach. Attached to a non-permanent side scheme, limit 1 per side scheme. It gains assault. Basic attacks against this scheme use attack instead of thwart. This is hilarious to me because I feel like this is one of those cards that you can really mess with your teammates on. Some of these new cards do look really nice for Hulk. I totally agree with that, right? Like we got the direct approach, keep them busy. Now I'm Mad is okay for Hulk, I think. Now I'm Mad is kind of interesting for Drax, honestly, because Drax can take the hits, but the direct approach, you can attach it to a side scheme, and then like your Justice player's like, what the heck, man? Come on. And here we go. This is probably the most interesting card in this entire pack, I think. We got a new basic side scheme, highest threat on a side scheme that we've seen so far at 5 per player, specialized training, 1 cost. When defeated, each player who does not control a specialization upgrade chooses 1 set-aside specialization upgrade and puts it into play under their control. Oh, we got the doubles. Nice. What are the specialization upgrades? Oh, we also got a reprint of X-Bunker, IPAC, and Endurance. Endurance makes a lot of sense to be in this pack. We got, so only 4 reprints. That's not too bad. But what are these specialization upgrades that we're talking about? It's a great question. Can we find them? There they are. Specialized training is going to be so interesting. Totally agree. Totally agree. Goes in every deck. No, oh, okay, interesting. I think it really works well with those higher player counts. Really cool stuff. Should probably add that player side schemes to everyone's deck today. Unpopular opinion. I hate the design of specialized training. It feels so lazy to me, especially in solo. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. So let's read the specialist cards and then we can talk about it. So linked specialized training. So this means that you have to actually thwart down specialized training in order to play this. Your hero gets +1 attack. After your hero performs a basic attack, exhaust this card to draw a card. Your hero gets +1 defense. After you make a basic defense, exhaust to draw a card. You get +4 hit points. If your identity takes damage from an enemy attack, exhaust this card, draw a card. And then +1 thwart after you perform a basic thwart, exhaust this card, draw a card. So what I like about this is going to be really interesting for Cable support. Yeah, I mean, Cable's bringing specialized training to the table. Give me frontline specialist on Hulk. Yeah, Hulk, Drax, Spider-Ham even. I mean, like any of the taunt decks really like that, where they can start taking some damage, increase their health. I really like the defense. What I like about this, and I understand, like I think that it's not the most interesting design, Resident. That being said, I think that linked cards are a really interesting mechanic that they're adding into the game, and they had to go fairly basic to introduce the mechanic. So I'm happy to see this. I hope that we get finally a valid username. Love that username, by the way. Thank you for the subscription. I think that this is a really cool way to introduce linked cards. I like it because if you're playing solo, you can either lean into what you're good at or lean away from, or like shore up some weaknesses, right? So if you're going X23, Do you want to take the attack? And maybe if you get it later in the game, you can choose the attack because you're going for the win. Or if you get it early, you go for the additional hit points because you need the longevity to survive. So I think it's a tactical decision of whenever you take down specialized training, because I think you get to choose at that point. Yeah. To make that decision. And I don't think that it's going to be the same every single game. It kind of gives you an idea of maybe when do you need to take it. I don't know. Wonder if they'll give us more cards linked to specialized training, or if they'll come up with different specialized player schemes. I assume that they will come up with different cards linked to It's not a decision. She always takes the attack one. She doesn't need the longevity. Oh, okay. And that's just me speaking from not playing her. So I should have looked at these before, but these are the X23 cards. We got Self-Isolation. We give to the X23 player. Search your hand, deck, discard pile, and play area for Honey Badger. Place her here face down. If you cannot, discard this card. Deal yourself one face down encounter card. After you make a basic recovery, discard. Oh, you have to make a basic recovery. Yikes. Nice thing about this is if you are in Alter Ego, you can make the basic recovery. Honey Badger's then in your discard pile, so you can cycle it back into your deck and draw a card. But I don't like losing Honey Badger. That's a little sad. Linking more cards to specialized training would be really interesting. Yeah. I think player side schemes are really cool, but I like that they're really powerful but niche. Specialized training is the least niche card possible. It's very flexible. That's true. It is very, very flexible. We got Lady Deathstrike. I don't think I ever want Lady Deathstrike coming after me. She looks terrifying. 2/5. When defeated, the player defeated this minion discards the top card of their encounter deck and takes 1 indirect damage for each boost icon on that card. Get to ready X23. Hey, finally a valid username. Just arrived. Sorry if this has already been answered. Have you seen these cards before? Is this a true first look? So all the cards that are were in like the preview articles, like, right, we've seen Boom Boom, Rictor. I think Moment of Triumph was in there. Now I'm Mad was in the Fantasy Flight kind of article. That if people have posted spoilers, I have done my best to avoid those spoilers at all cost. I think there was an X23 card that I saw that was not in. Maybe not. Yeah, no, I try my hardest to try and avoid everything. If you aren't built around Honey Badger, X23 is the least impactful That's very fair. Yeah, if you don't build around Honey Badger. Surprised that Lady Deathstrike wasn't Wolverine's nemesis. Interesting. I almost never saw your nemesis. Started to get up in games. Perfect matchups. And the 2 times I played her, Rhino, both times I had this nemesis. Well, Standard 3 will fix that. In the Name of Vengeance, 6 threat. Each enemy games retaliate 1. We got Hack and Slash. Discard 1 random card from your hand. Take damage. I hate discarding random cards. Cyber Mods. Attached to Lady Deathstrike. If you cannot discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a minion is discarded, put that minion into play engaged with you and attach this card to it. When the attached minion would be discarded, shuffle it back into the encounter deck instead. That's annoying. Love it. Most of the X23 cards were spoiled. Yeah, there were a lot of cards out and people posted. I just kind of avoided those conversations just because I like opening packs and seeing them. I get a lot of joy from that. Nice. Looking forward to see your reactions at the Deadpool cards. Oh my goodness. No, Deadpool we have not opened yet. We're going to be opening Deadpool right after X23, and we're going to be playing Deadpool first. So, no, I haven't looked at Deadpool. New stuff. Can only stay. Hey, No Feet. Can only stay for an hour or so, but excited to see what we got. We got some cool stuff. Critical Wound. Attach to your identity. When your turn ends, discard this card and take 4 damage. I hate that. That's incredibly annoying. Her nemesis isn't bad in solo. You also are just inclined to leave Deathstrike on the table. Who also blinks Cyber Mods. That's fair. That's interesting, yeah. Deadpool needs meta commentary by Ryan Reynolds. He's actually going to come in right after this. Our off aspect cards. Actually, I'm most interested in this. I didn't know that we were... Have I seen this? I may have seen this. Rally of the Troops. This is a new leadership player side scheme. Victory 0. When defeated, heal 2 damage from each ally. Love it. Hey, Cards and Dice 77. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Hope you're having fantastic. I would completely flip it. Ryan Reynolds walked in behind you. Yeah, not right now. He's doing what, cricket and Nelson all over. Those are the two. Those are the two companies that he's really working with. I like Rally the Troops. I like Rally the Troops a lot. Heal 2 damage from each ally. That's a really fun one to actually just kind of throw out and leave, especially in a higher player count game, because there's very little ally healing in the game, and Rally the Troops is pretty sick. At least X23 can flip over and recover and survive it. That's true. Yeah. Don't know if I want Rally the Troops in most leadership. I don't think it's a most leadership decks. Like, I mean, Call for Backup is going in pretty much every single leadership deck I make from here until eternity. Rally the Troops is more niche, and this is where I like the design of the game to be, because this is a fun deck building card, and it's not just something that just takes up one of my 40 slots every single time. Him or the dude from TikTok that cosplays the Deadpool and sounds... Maybe in my Spider deck that would abuse Basic Peter. Well, you got that. You got Venom, and I do think that it's not the best card for solo. It sounds really good for a strength and numbers build. Yeah, if you want to keep them out there, I think Rally the Troops works really, really well in a multiplayer game, because there's more healing in blue. But if you bring Rally the Troops, you're making the aggression player really happy who has Wolverine out there. You're making the Dazzler, not Dazzler. Whatever the other, whenever you attack, confuse a minion. Definitely not for solo. Yeah. There's a reason it's 0 cost. That's true. Yeah, you can also just throw it out there, and it's a 0 cost upgrade. Though most of my play partners don't actually use a lot of allies. Yeah. We got Predictable Ploy, 2 cost Justice Event. Who is that on the art? It looks like Gamora, but I don't think it's Gamora. I don't know. Play only if there's a side scheme in the victory display. So this is similar to what we saw with Critical Hit. When a treachery card is revealed from the encounter deck, cancels when revealed effects. It's, again, probably a better multiplayer card. It's just weird lighting, I think. I gotcha. Oh, it is Psylocke. I would have not guessed that. Yeah, that's fair. I think it's a better multiplayer card because it's not when you reveal a treachery card, which is a really important distinction there. But when a treachery card is revealed, cancel its when revealed effects can be really good, especially if you're resolving 4 treachery cards. If you're resolving 1, you have to have a treachery card that you want to cancel for 3 cost and this in your hand. That's difficult to line up. But if you're revealing 4, you could probably hit it fairly easily. So I don't necessarily think that I'm running this in solo, but in a 4-player game, I could see it. How many win revealed effects are worse than discard most of your hand? That's basically what that's very fair. I think, Shadows is one of those. A mistimed advance caught off guard could really mess with you, especially in like Standard 2, Expert 2. Yeah. Cards and dice. X23 is your favorite hero from this wave. Nice. I love playing her in protection with a repurpose build sounds incredibly fun. That sounds awesome. Justice Ghost Spider would really like this. Yeah, it's a hero interrupt. Yeah, that's cool. That's a cool call. I'm going to start a remove protection. I will fight you on that one. We got an anticipated attack. Same kind of formula. Play only if there's the side scheme in the victory display. This is a defense. When an enemy initiates an attack, give your hero a tough status card. Oh, Colossus. Colossus is going to be played in protection? Say what? It's interesting. It's expensive. I guess they value critical hit. I think is more expensive. Critical hit requires an exhaustion. Anticipated attack does not. I think anticipated attack is actually really good. It is defense traded, so it triggers everything. And it's when they initiate an attack, you don't have to defend. You can just pay the 3, get the tough, and then trigger all your upgrades. It is fairly expensive at 3, but if you are... It prevents an attack. And it prevents... It can be really good, I think. It's also kind of interesting because a lot of the villains that I need a tough against and not necessarily a chump block, I don't know if I have time to put a side scheme in the victory display. So that's going to be some interesting timing to figure out. Something Ghost Spider, yeah, Ghost Spider would like it. I think more multiplayer. Oh yeah, you're right. Predictable play is only hero. I'm just gonna say this. I might blow chat's mind. I haven't played Deadpool yet, so I can't judge him. But X23 is the strongest hero in this cycle, and that's saying a lot because the cycle has strong heroes. But X23 is the best. That's exciting. She looks really good. Are you running her Resident in like a rush type strategy? Or are you running her kind of more in a just standard? Fish just got here. Have you played a game? I haven't. Nope. We just finished unboxing and looking at all of X23 cards. We're now going to jump over and take a look at Deadpool's cards. And then we're going to play a game with Deadpool. Then one with X23. Having fun. Sick. I'm going to take one of each of these cards from my binder. Because if I don't do it now, I will forget. And it will cause me a lot of trouble later in the day. So let's do that now. I'm pretty interested. I'm pretty interested in a lot of these cards. I feel like I have no idea. I very rarely play precons, but I don't have a great idea on how the precon would work. Like it's weird to me that they have stuns in the precon when I don't think you really want too many stuns. Now I'm Mad works fairly well for X23, but I'm interested to see. Still waiting for my store to call and confirm that they have it. I was shocked at X23. I thought she'd be a weaker Wolverine. Being able to ready about 3 times on average a turn with the attack is getting so strong and crazy. Yeah. I guess because her cost curve is so cheap too. Yep. Tied for the lowest. That's crazy. I was going to please play one game with the precon. Yeah. I like deck building so much. I played her in every aspect against every villain on Expert. Okay, cool. She can do it all. Basically, she plays as a rush hero, but also ignores the downside of rush. She can consistently self-thwart while piling on damage. She blocks every turn because of her abilities once per phase. She also defends every turn. Yeah, she feels like an upgraded Quicksilver almost in that sense. Sick. Whew. People were worried that her claws deal her 2 damage when you use them, but it balances out because it cancels 2 damage every villain. Oh, okay. That's interesting. X23 is stronger than Wolverine in the comics. Every aspect versus every villain already. How much time did you have? So like a stronger cap. Interesting. Let's take a look at Deadpool. It's crazy that we got Deadpool in this game. Now this is a bigger pack than normal. This is, I think they kind of said, and or at least logically makes sense, that this kind of took the spot of the scenario pack this wave because there's a lot more cards in this deck. So this has a 78 card deck, whereas this one only has 60, so 18 extra cards. Hey chicken, how's it going? Because we got a new aspect in here. Are you more excited for Deadpool cards or the pool aspect? What is this? Spot the differences. Okay, that's pretty funny. Hello everybody. I think I'm more excited for the pool aspect. Pool aspect seems really fun. She has 2 claws, which puts more force behind the blows. She has her foot claws. She has quicker, stronger healing. Isn't fully coated in adamantium. And she weighs less. That's hilarious. Pool party. Hey, chicken. I got the X and Deadpool yesterday and sleeved them. Nice. What are your thoughts on them? Oh, my goodness. We got pink cards. Look at that. Pink cards. I'm so pumped to look at those. But let's look at Deadpool first. Deadpool, Wade Wilson. I think 8 is the highest recovery in the game, correct? So 8 recovery. Well, hello, handsome. Hand size 6, hit points of 9. Break the 4th wall as an action. Discard a card from your hand. Search your deck for a Deadpool event and add it to your hand. That's cool. Sometimes I'm a mutant, sometimes I'm not. Depends on who you ask. That's fair. Deadpool only has his pool aspect to play with. That's what came in the deck. There may be some aspect cards. It looks like doesn't look like there's any aspect cards in here. Just the pool stuff. Might be a hot take, but I'm not super excited about the pool aspect. I guess I don't see how well we'll have an ever-expanding card pool for them. Maybe Gwenpool as well, but who would come up with it as a precon? Yeah, so I don't know. I think it's more of it's a fun supplement that you can play with. I like Spider Woman seems kind of interesting. It does feel a little restrictive on like the deck building side of things, but yeah. Closest recovery is Wolverine with 6 and X23 now. And Spider-Ham has 6, I think, too. Deadpool has a really impressive stat line of 200 thwart, 200 attack, and 100 defense. That's more like it. Ignore the zeros. The regenerating degenerate. When you would be defeated, instead set your hit point value or hit points to 1, change your alter ego form, and add 1 acceleration token to the main scheme. So we are mirroring his ally form. Let's see if we get all the movie and comic references. Oh, I'm sure there are a ton. I'm not gonna guess those. I'm really excited that y'all helped me with that though. I don't think we're ever getting more pool cards. That's fine. I'll be interested to try them, but not super high. Yeah, I don't know if we'll ever get any more. I think Gwenpool is kind of the community's thoughts on potentially maybe. I don't like the idea of the pool aspect, but when I play Deadpool Precon, I like the pool aspect far more than. Oh, interesting. Every pool card head icon is different. Oh, really? Yeah, you're right. That's funny. I would have preferred if you could add pool cards to any deck, like basic cards, but I had to add the related encounter cards, like basic plus. Oh, that would have been interesting. Yeah, because you have the encounter set that you have to play if you play with the pool aspect. First Deadpool card is Cable. 3, 1, 2, 3. Cable gets +1/+1 for each acceleration token on the main scheme to a maximum of +3/+3. And then Wade, you are my best bud is the flavor text on there. So I mean, Cable really plays with the side schemes, which makes sense. Well, I'll be interested to see how much Deadpool actually is putting side schemes in that victory display. I think Deadpool just wins fast from what I've seen from the preview article. He can rush so fast, and I'm wondering if we're just not going to play with side schemes. Wherever Deadpool is, he seems like a hero. Where is he good? He'll be too good to be truly fun. If he's not good, it'll be annoying, but I'm still interested to try him. Tony said at Gen Con that they're not planning on doing any pre-con with Pool again. Okay, but it's not off the table. Wonder what he's actually saying under. Yeah, right? We got Exhausting Personality. This is a 0-cost event. Exhausting Personality hero action. Choose to place 1 acceleration token on the main scheme, stun and confuse the villain, or we can exhaust a player's identity. That player draws 1 card for each acceleration token on the main scheme. I think it's funny. It does not say with their permission, so I wonder if you could just exhaust someone's player's identity. That'd be kind of fun. Pool allies don't. Yeah, the pool allies don't take consequential. An idiot. Wade, you are an idiot. That's very fair. That's really fun. Maximum effort. Another 0-cost event. Take any amount of damage up to your remaining hit points. Deal an equal amount of damage to an enemy. Alrighty. So what I start to see is we have 9. 0 for 9 is pretty good. Now it comes at the cost of an acceleration, but Symbiote Suit seems pretty fun. That'd be kind of fun. I love the flavor text on this card. This is going to hurt me as much as it hurts you. Very, very accurate flavor text. We got Meta Knowledge. 1-cost event. When an encounter card is revealed, cancel all of its effects and discard it. Take 1 damage for each icon on that card's boost area. So it is a cancel any encounter card. So we'll read the flavor text. Any encounter card gets canceled, not treachery. Could be a side scheme. So like, I mean, if you bring a side scheme out with 5-6 threat, you're paying, 2 to remove 6 threat. I mean, that's pretty nice. It says here, I defeat you with a wedgie. Deadpool. So Deadpool doesn't want protection cards. I'm not 100% why do you say that? I'm curious. I'm curious what your thoughts are around that. If you're playing on standard symbiote suit is fun for X23 too. Imagine what you could do with 10 extra hit points and all those stat. That's true. When you say cancel any encounter card, I hear Goblin Glider. Oh my gosh, yes. Let's destroy the Goblin Glider. We got Yoo-Hoo. Yoo-Hoo is a 1-cost event card. It's a thwart. Take any amount of damage up to your remaining hit points to remove an equal amount of threat from your scheme. Very, very similar to maximum effort there. But a little bit more expensive, a lot of threat. Now, this is a way that we can clear some of those side schemes pretty easily. Hey! Damn the man. Greetings, Nelson. I have a great 2-part serious question regarding Marvel Champions. Bring it on. Let's go. Goblin Glider is also Universal. Oh, jeez. Ugh. Montage. Resource card. I really like the art on this one. I really like the Deadpool in the background with like the faded back or the faded eyes. This card generates 1 additional wild resource for each acceleration token on the main scheme to a maximum of 3 additional. I kind of want to play. Should our first game with who? Okay, who do you think we should play first with Deadpool? Against who do you think we should play first against Deadpool? I want to hear your thoughts. I'll share my thoughts. First, what deities have you done offering to avoid drawing Shadow of the Past in your game? Oh, I just don't include it. No. I don't know. The Cult of Nelson doesn't talk such things. Second, do you feel like the slightest bit of guilt that every game you don't draw shadows, it gets forward? No, actually, that is a contract that we entered into when we both started streaming together. Yeah. Sandman. That's who I was thinking. Sandman. Yes. I was thinking Sandman. I think that'd be a really fun matchup. Magog would be really cool as well. Juggernaut would be fun. We see a couple of Juggernauts. Juggernaut or Thanos. Juggernaut's interesting because Juggernaut can kill Deadpool. Because he can attack in alter ego form. Really fun. Sandman was standard too. Now we need a Cult of Nelson pen. The Cult of Nelson doesn't feel good. Oh, Juggernaut. Okay, let's do Sandman today. We'll do Juggernaut tomorrow. Because I feel like that would be a really fun matchup to have someone who can actually kill Deadpool pretty easily. It's fine. D20 loves Shadows the Past. He knows it gets some views. Thanos is cool thematically. I don't know that storyline at all. We have the Chimichanga truck. This is right next to the Space Van in terms of favorites Marvel Champions vehicles. The Chimichanga truck response after an identity makes a basic recovery. Exhaust this to ready that identity. Oh my gosh, that is sick. That's really cool. And it's not just a Deadpool card. Wow, I like that a lot. That's an awesome 4-player card because you can sit there and that can change the entire dynamic of the table. You don't have to prevent damage. You can keep your allies out because now you get a free recovery. That's really cool. Why is it not vehicle traded? I feel like the Chimichanga truck gets parked and it stays there. Thanos tried to seduce Death, but she fell in love with Deadpool. That's such a Deadpool story. Oh, you do not. Thanos is in love with Lady Death, but Lady Death is in love with Deadpool. Oh, that's funny. I know we're on Deadpool now, but I also want to point out how an aspect of X23 makes her so strong it isn't apparent in her cards, which is how resilient she is against a lot of the worst encounter cards. Assault and Gang Up don't hurt as much because she can usually just block again. Oh, cards like Stun and Confused don't matter because you can get rid of them easily, so it's all good. Nice. Oh, Darth Raven, the Chimichanga truck. So it's a support. It says after an identity makes a basic recovery, we can exhaust the truck to ready the identity. So that could be anybody at the table, which I think is really interesting. What I do like about Deadpool's cards so far is that I think the pool aspect has a lot more meta stuff going on, where like outside of the game, whereas the Deadpool feels like a fun, kind of like a wacky hero, but a very playable hero. Only received Next Evolution this week with Angel and Psylocke, and you guys have X23 and Deadpool. Oh, have so much fun with Next Evolution, Angel and Psylocke. They're so cool. They're such good heroes. I hope you enjoy them so much. Alrighty, we got Arm to the Teeth. This is a fun upgrade. This is a 2-cost upgrade. Love the art on it. This is one of those meta cards. After you play Arm to the Teeth, search your collection. That means everything in this box over here next to me for 1 weapon upgrade from any aspect and attach it face down here. As an action, we can exhaust Arm to the Teeth, swap the card attached here with a weapon upgrade you control. That's really, really good, right? I mean, we can be running protection, we can be running aggression, and go grab Sonic Rifle, get those Sonic Rifles, those confuses, swap it back in. We can confuse, swap it in. I mean, that's an expensive way to do it, but you can get, I mean, there's just a lot of flexibility there. Deadpool with Hawkeye's bow. Oh, yeah, I guess collection is other hero cards as well. Oh, that's interesting. We can't. Oh, from any aspect. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep. I was gonna say, I was thinking Wolverine's claws. There's like Deadpool with Wolverine's claws starting to pay for everything. Dang. Yeah, that's too bad. We got 2 katanas. These are restricted cards, 2-cost upgrade. Exhaust Deadpool's katana and take 1 damage. Deal 2 damage to an enemy with piercing. Yeah, I like that. It is take a damage, so you can't prevent it with any of your energy barriers or anything like that. But I mean, 2 damage with piercing. I wanted that so bad. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, it ain't over. We attach it to the main scheme 1-cost upgrade. Increase the target threat value of the attached scheme by 2 for each acceleration token on it. Deadpool's all about throwing those acceleration tokens on it. Let's go. 2 katanas, or is he going to need a side holster? Oh, there's 2 katanas. But those are only his only restricted cards. So if you run another weapon, you would need a side holster if you wanted both the katanas out. Or, yeah. I lost 1 game with Deadpool against Master Mold. Target for elimination was attached to Deadpool and Sentinel Mark 5 enter play when I was in Alter Ego. That'd been hilarious. He should have been called Free Guy, referencing Ryan Reynolds' movie. Nice. It ain't over. Must be for true solo. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it also, like, it negates the acceleration token. Kind of. I mean, it benefits you for placing acceleration tokens because acceleration puts 1 extra, and now your cap is raised by 2. And so you're getting +1 every single time you place an acceleration. Oh, cool, Joshi, thank you. Weapon upgrades, Energy Spear, Godslayer, Hand Cannon, Yarmyorn, Laser Blaster, Sonic Rifle, Laser Sword. Not a lot to choose from, really. But I think the important thing is you can choose from off aspect. And so I mean, Sonic Rifle is going to be really, really solid to pull into anything. Energy Spear is also kind of a fun play for some of those Guardian allies. You could play that with Yondu. That could be fun. You go Yondu, not taking any of the consequential damage, run Energy Spear to throw on Yondu, giving him the plus attack. That could be kind of fun. And then we have, I think, one of my favorite card arts in the entire game. I love this card. This card is fire. I like the details, how like the card, it feels like it's burning. Like the sides here. I think this is phenomenal. 3-cost event. After your turn ends, if this card is in your hand, take 1 damage. And then hero action, attack, deal X damage to an enemy where X is the amount of damage you have sustained. I mean, you go maximum effort. Oh, I didn't do the flavor text. I have to go back and read the flavor text on some of these. Maximum effort, take 8 damage, deal 8 damage. Card is fire, 3 for 8, hits the efficiency curve. It's so beautiful. Yeah. Hand cannon is a really good card. Yeah, that's very true. Is it like a 3-cost gamma bomb? It is. Yeah. Yeah. It is. It's like a 3-cost gamma bomb, but it kind of fills itself, so you can hang on to it and like hurt yourself, which is kind of cool. I am more interested in Deadpool than I thought I was gonna be. So, but let's you boys mind dropping in? Is you who? The chimichanga truck, the flavor text. Did someone say chimichanga? Never mind. That was just the sound of my skull and brains healing. And then it ain't over. I've got you right where I want you as he's tied up. Probably to a bomb, I assume. House rule. This card is fire still in your hand at the end of the round. You must actually set your hands up. Sonic Rifle also comes each time with full counter, so you can essentially have an infinite confuse. Yeah, I think my only concern with that is you only get to use it one time. And no, because you swap it. You swap it, so you don't actually have to pay the cost. So never mind. Yeah, because you're swapping with a card already in play. So yeah, you can get a really cheap Sonic Rifle. Yeah. Don't forget to set the card on fire first. I don't want to set the card on fire. It looks so cool. Okay. I'm really excited to play Deadpool. I think he's going to be a lot of fun. Let's look at his Nemesis set real quick, because I'm going to remember to do that before we jump into all of our pool stuff. Okay. So the Merc with the mouth, this is his obligation. Give to the Wade Wilson player exhaust each ally you control. Allies you control cannot ready. Other players cannot resolve player abilities during your turn. Interesting. Okay. After the player phase, and if you have not talked to this phase, discard this card. That's going to be so difficult for me as a streamer. That's just mean. Maximum effort is referencing a captain. Oh, is it really? That's fun. Yeah. It's going to be a really boring stream the turn I draw the obligation. Actually, no, it's not. If we don't run allies, no one else is hanging out and playing cards on my turn, so we just have to lean away from allies. That's fine. We got Butler, 2/1/3. When Butler schemes, place the threat on involuntary procedures if able. Involuntary procedures has a hazard icon, 6 threat. Ew. After Deadpool takes any amount of damage, place 1 threat here. Then if there are 10 or more threat here, remove this card from the game. That's interesting. Huh. I feel like I want to run Storm now. Like Storm moving, just move threat over to involuntary procedures. Just be okay with. We got 2 copies of Mutated Soldier. These are 1/2 toughness, 5 health. Those are pretty beefy. After he activates, heal all damage from it. Mutated Soldiers are not easy to mess around with. Both heroes in this cycle have 6 threat. Yeah, that's interesting. Huh. Yikes. Well, Deadpool has 200 thwart, so it's going to be fine. Then our last card here is Tabula Rasa 16. Attest your identity. Treat your identity's text box as if it's blank except for traits. Can kill Deadpool. Spend 2 mental resources to discard this card. So that's another way that Deadpool just can die by taking damage. Alrighty, let's look at our pool aspects. We got a good amount of pool cards. This is actually more than I was thinking. I don't know why I thought it was going to be so few, but we got a lot of pool cards, which is pretty cool. First up, Dog Pool. I think the important thing to notice here that somebody already mentioned is that none of these pool aspects take consequential damage, which can be really, really important. We got Retaliate 1 Toughness. Deal 1 damage to an enemy. It does have an acceleration token, 0/1. What's Deadpool's own card's resource splits? They're fairly inexpensive as well. So we got Yoo-Hoo. We got a lot. Cable, the katanas. This card is fire. I would say it's fairly normal. So we got yeah. It looks fairly normal for the resource split. Maybe a little bit on the high side actually. All right, we got a lot of 2s and we got 3 3s, 4 2s. So what's the printed resources on them? We got 3 mentals, 4 lightning, 5 physicals, and a wild. And montage is wild as well. So Dogpool. That also may have been why Deadpool didn't wow me since I played him 2-handed with X23. Yeah. We got Headpool. This is 3/2/1/1. After Headpool attacks and damages a minion, that minion attacks another enemy of your choice. It comes in with an amplify icon. We got Kidpool. Kidpool is a 3-cost 1/2/2. And then he has Piercing with an acceleration icon. They're interesting. They're interesting. I don't know if I like them. We got Lady Deadpool, 4-cost 2/2/3. When defeated, defeat a non-elite minion. That's cool. That's pretty cool. That's really, really cool. Because she doesn't take consequential damage, she can sit out there and just, you know, thwart, or whatever non-elite minion comes out. You can have her block the enemy attack and then kill off that minion before they get to activate against you. So that's pretty nice. X23 seems nuts two-handed. You can almost always block for both players every turn, often with Retaliate, and still ready and do something on the player if it, yeah. She seems really cool. We got Barely a Scratch. Hero interrupt defense when you would take any amount of damage from an attack. Prevent one of that damage for each bad icon in play. Okay, so this actually may be where we start to see why we would want some of these icons on play. So if we have Barely a Scratch with a Amplify icon, it negates the Amplify, right? So this is +1 attack. This cancels 1 damage. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Especially playing with Deadpool is placing a lot of those acceleration icons on the main. So we got, I mean, that's just a lot of fun. I didn't like them, but now I need to reassess once I realize the no consequential damage thing. Oh, yeah. Barely a Scratch is a Monty Python. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's the knight. And he doesn't have any of his limbs or anything. That's really fun. That's really, really fun. We got Cut Upper. Looks like Uppercut. 3-cost. Cut Upper. Deal 5 damage to an enemy and stun that enemy. Max 1 per deck. It's only a flash. Tis only a flash one. Looks fun to go against Fool's Paradise. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Can you discuss how icons are not tokens? Yeah, sure. So, like, these icons modify the game state. I think acceleration. I don't actually think there are any amplified tokens or hazard tokens, but acceleration icons on cards react the same way that an acceleration token would act on the main scheme. However, they are not placed on the main scheme. So like Sandman, if you play Dogpool, you're not taking the 3 indirect damage because you're not placing that token on the main scheme. I usually do it just as a reminder for me, which is not how you're supposed to play. It's just a reminder for fun. So Dogpool here, like, gives an acceleration icon, but you don't get the, like, if you have, what is it? It Ain't Over. It increases the target threat by 2 for each acceleration token on it. This acceleration token is not on the main. True. Just realized I've been playing Amplify wrong. I thought it was give another boost. Oh, jeez. Oh, yikes. Yeah, that's tough. That's hard. No, Amplify is every single boost card gets +1 boost icon. We got a 6-cost event. Oh my gosh. Wow. Da bomb. Max 1 per deck. Deal 10 damage to the villain. Deal 1 damage to each enemy and hero for each bad icon in play. That is so challenging to play. How do you play that card? Huh. That's tough to play. It's Monty Python and the Holy Grail. We call this movie not even it's not a superpower. It doesn't have, it's a max 1 per deck. I wonder if we're gonna get some stuff, but you would have to have, if you have a 5 hand size, if you have a 6 hand size, you can't play it. They can generate 3. The resource cards with the pool aspect help. They generate 3 if you recover to full health. You can play builds out of decks with a lot of resource generators. That's true. You'll see how you play it as you keep going through the pool deck. Okay, sweet. Hulk scoffs at 6. We got Get Ragey. This is our Get Ready pool aspect counterpart. So Get Ragey, 0-cost event. Ready an ally. That ally gets +1 attack until the end of the phase. You call that a pull-up, Sergeant Deadpool. So far, everything except for Barely a Scratch is max 1 per deck, including our allies because they're unique. So I like it, Reiji. That's solid. Especially for the pool allies who don't take any damage. That's cool. Quinn Carrier and Helicarrier. Yeah, there are ways to do it. It's just 6 is a lot. 6 is expensive. It's the most expensive card in the game that's non-modifiable right now, right? Right? Because Captain America, Brawn, not Brawn, Hercules are all modifiable. I think those are the only 2 6-cost cards we have in the game. We got I Got This. We got Dogpool hanging out. I Got This. Hero action. Play only if the following icons are on 1 or more cards in play. We got Crisis. Deal 3 damage to an enemy. Acceleration. Remove 2 threat from the scheme. Amplify. Ready an ally. Hazard or +1 card. Draw a card. Isn't Quinn Carrier Avengers only? Yeah, you can cheat it in. You can cheat it in with some stuff. So you could. I also don't think the bomb is worth it anyway. Yeah, so for 6 minimum we'd want 14 damage, so we'd have to have 4 icons out. That's hard. Yeah, just Captain Hurt. Unless you smuggle it in with build support. Yeah, build support. We got Not My Responsibility. 0 cost. This is Great Responsibility, Not My Responsibility. This is just an interrupt. It's not a hero interrupt. That's interesting. When any amount of threat would be placed on a scheme, you or your ally takes it as damage instead. What a nice boost to Great Responsibility, where it's a hero interrupt. You have to take it as damage. Not My Responsibility is really interesting. Hey, we got Pool Inspection. That's a hilarious idea of a card. It's another 6-cost card, but Pool Inspection. And he's like messing with a swimming pool. Max 1 per deck. 5 threat from the main scheme. Ignoring crisis icons. 1 threat for every single token in play. I don't like that one. Also, this does. Yeah, that's. I don't. That's tough. That's pretty tough. That's pretty tough. That's a hard one to play. It's only the main scheme too, which is really tough. We got Live Dangerously. I do like this card. Victory 0. Each identity gets +2 hand size. That could help pay for the bomb and Pool Inspection. It has 1 of every single icon on it. I mean, it's fun if nothing else, right? Remove. Pool Inspection is each scheme for each icon. Oh, you're right. You're right. Remove 1 threat from each scheme for every. Oh, okay, that's better. That's better. The flavor text on Live Dangerously. Nothing can cause me pain. Not even oncoming trip. That's great. Okay, Pool Inspection's better. Pool Inspection's a little bit better. Oh, these are interesting. Self-preservation, self-control, and self-confidence. The different resource icons, they're different resource cards. They're all max 1 per deck. So self-confidence first. Double the number of resources this card generates if your identity has sustained less than 5 damage. Triple the amount if you have sustained no damage. Same for these 2. That's pretty cool. That's really, really interesting. So if you are at full health, those are triple resources. That's fun. That's really, really interesting. It's funny that Deadpool and X23 are paired together. Deadpool feels so weird and wild, and X23 is one of the most meat and potatoes heroes we got in the game in a long time. Yeah. Oh, all this are the bomb. Deal 1 damage to each enemy in play too. Those are better. Deadpool tough build. That's interesting. I mean, self-control seems really good. That's interesting. Warlock really loves these, right? I mean, like, Warlock loves these cards. Yeah, because these. So Symbiote to make those all triples, it does say sustained damage. So if you increase your damage, your health, you would have to be at that full health still. Groot loves them as well. Yeah, Groot loves them. Oh, that's cool. A Groot pool deck. That's fun. Might be 6:20 a.m., but I've got meat and potatoes on right now. I stick to my coffee. Yeah. Yeah. We got Get Good. This was one of the cards in the article. 2 cost upgrade. Reduce the cost to play Get Good by 2 if you did not win your previous game of Marvel Champions. Love that. Force interrupt when a player would be defeated. They set their HP to 1, change to alter ego, remove this card from the game. So that's fun. We got Healing Factor. 3 cost, max 1 per player. After the player phase begins, exhaust healing power, heal 2 damage from your identity. So this is I guess this is just, we have Wolverine at home. There's an FAQ for a card in the rule sheet if you don't remember if you lost your last. Oh, that's funny. Where did I put the rule sheet? I just threw it away. That's X23. Oh, here it is. Doesn't mean to search your collection. What happens if I can't remember if I won or lost my last game of Marvel Champions when playing Get Good? What if this is my first game of Marvel Champions? If you don't remember the outcome of your last Marvel Champions game, that probably means you didn't win that game and can take on the discount and Get Good. If this is your first time playing Marvel Champions, then you did not win your last game, so you can take the discount on Get Good. Nice. If you're gonna play Pool Aspect, play Get Quick Game of Esper Ronin first. Yeah. Can someone explain to me how the resource card triples the resource? I didn't understand how there can be 3 resources at 0 HP. So it's sustained damage. So if you're at full health, it's another way to say that. If you are at full health, then they triple the resources. So we got Stick It to Itiveness. I have no idea what that's trying to say. Oh, quick loss to Expert Ronin. Now get cost 0. That's really funny. Hero action, spend a physical resource and exhaust this card. Ready your hero. Nice. Yeah. Max 1 per deck. I kind of like it. Yeah. It-iviness. Stick to it-iviness. Again, I'm saying that with an Aussie accent, though. You know something that I just realized I could do with Arm to the Teeth? What is that true? We got another copy of Frenemies. So this is our team up with Cable. Deal 1 damage to each Cable and Deadpool. Remove 3 threat from a scheme, 3 threat from a different scheme. Grab a weapon from Arkham or Lord of the Rings. Oh, yeah. That'd be fantastic. Now we're running around with a Rivendell blade. Yeah. Heck yeah. Ooh, we got Bob, the agent of Hydra. Poor Bob. Bob is a 2 cost 1/1/2. After Bob enters play, deal 2 damage to an enemy or remove 1 threat from a scheme. Comes in with an acceleration icon. Cool. Not Ivy. I don't. Eevee? Stick to Eeviness? I don't know. I'm going to give up on that one. There's some really crazy names in here. Negasonic Teenage Warhead. Is this the girl from, I don't think it is, from the Deadpool movie? 224. It's crazy that they have so much health and they don't even take consequential damage. When a treachery is revealed, deal 2 damage. Never mind. Okay, I should have just read the card. Deal 2 damage to that card to cancel the when revealed effects. Nice. Ivy. Soft stick it to. I'm very bad at reading. I love how they brought her in for the movie. Oh, okay. It is. That's fun. That's really fun. I need to watch Deadpool again. I haven't seen that movie in a while. Pandapool 4034 with toughness. Nice. I feel like all of these acceleration are these hazard icons are just gonna kill me. Intuitive. Stick to Intuitiveness. Yeah. I appreciate all the help. I'm not getting there. We got break time. This is a 3 cost per player card. Alliance and alter ego action. Take a group break. Leave the table. Read a comic book. When you come back to the game, heal 1 damage from each identity for every minute you are away from the game. This is what the Twitch community calls an ad break. Stick to it, whatever. Yeah, I like that. Stick to it, whatever. Yeah, break time. Ad break. So, we got a 1 cost get in front of me. Hero interrupt. This is get behind me. Okay, so this is a get behind me play on card. That's really fun. When a treachery card is revealed from the encounter deck, cancel its when revealed effects. The villain attacks you instead. Okay, yeah, I mean, that's great for Deadpool. If an ally or another hero defends this attack, draw 1 card. Oh, I did not read this. Okay, well, that's cool. If an ally or another hero, that's really funny. Yeah, so you can have an ally jump in front of that attack, cancel when revealed, chump block, draw a card. That's really fun. Get in front of me versus get behind me is hilarious. Yeah, let's get behind me. Get behind me. When a treachery card is revealed, cancel its when revealed, the villain attacks you instead. Yeah. When you use arm to the teeth, you need to grab and rune drill. Yes. We got Mulligan. This is, I like how he's drawing with the Mulligan. That's a really clever, that's a fun pun. You cannot play this card if you have played another card this phase. Discard your hand, draw a new hand, drop to your hand size. That's really funny. This hand could be so much better. That's an interesting card. I like it. I think that's really interesting. It stinks if you draw into it, right? If you have like I guess no, not necessarily. Mulligan seems solid after using several cards in the, oh, that's very true. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, right? I never that he's drawing a new hand. Yeah, it's really clever. Yeah. If you're able to pay for it in, yeah. Yeah, if you just defend a lot, you use a lot of cards in the villain phase, because you can only play this card if you had not played another card this phase. Yeah, that's interesting. It's also an action, so you could like if you could have like 5, you could flip down, play Mulligan, draw up to your 6 hand size, and then you have the 6 cards to work with. You could do it with a body slide from Cable. If you're playing Cable alongside a Deadpool, you can body slide down, Mulligan, get an extra card, flip back up, then now you have 6 cards in hero form. So there are ways to mess with it. I like the card. I think it's a really interesting card. So that's fun. Deadpool Corpse Ship. I like that. That's fun. Action, exhaust this card. Deal yourself 1 face down and card to put a pool ally into play from your hand. We're just going to run like all the pool allies and just see what happens. Kind of sad how it doesn't work with this situation. Yeah. Yeah. It would be really cool if it did, but I feel like there's going to be other ways to just break that card later. And so it's a fair restriction. We got plot convenience. Exhaust plot convenience to choose and attach 1 aspect card from your hand face down here to a maximum of 3, or add 1 card attached face down here to your hand. Any player may trigger this ability. Now I really like Mulligan, right? Because you can use plot convenience to tuck cards that you need and then Mulligan the rest of your hand away. So I'm going to go chat with a friend. I wish you luck against Salmon. Awesome. Thanks for hanging out. See ya. So now, yeah, you can, because this is support, you can just start, yeah, you can just start exhausting and placing cards under here, mulliganing back up to your hand size, and then you have a card that you want stored under. It feels kind of like the Painted Lady from Domino in that sense. We got Ambush. We got 3 of these. Attached to a side scheme, it has a crisis icon. When the attached side scheme is defeated, discard a non-elite minion, 1-cost upgrade. I'm honestly kind of surprised that this is in the pool aspect and it's not like a justice card. That feels very much like a justice card to me. We got bazooka. This is a weapon. Now we're going to be thinking of some more weapons to pull. Restricted. We can only have 2 of these per our deck. Hero action. Discard bazooka. Deal 1 damage to an enemy for every icon in play. This attack gains range. I mean, I feel like you can get in trouble with Deadpool. You can get in a lot of trouble with Deadpool, or with the pool aspect. You're playing fast and loose with these icons and stuff, and it's gonna be fun. We're definitely playing pool Deadpool first, so you have to do that, right? We got blackout. Spend 1 resource of any type. Move 1 threat from a scheme to an empty space above. That matches the spent resource. Okay, hold on. Spend 1 resource of any type. Move 1 threat from a scheme to an empty space above that matches a spent resource. If all the spaces are filled, discard this card and confuse the villain. Hilarious. That is... It's just very clever design. Is it good? I don't know. But it's fun. Like, it's really interesting. Yeah, that's really funny. I mean, you're spending 1 for 1 threat removal, which is not great. And after 6, you get to confuse. I wanted to wait a bit. Hey, Mozilla, how's it going? I wanted to wait a bit before buying the new heroes, but can't resist now. These are just fun. Like, this is just a fun pack. We got distraction. This is similar to our ambush. So we attach it to a non-elite minion. The attached minion cannot activate, but it does have a crisis icon on it. So, you know, choose your poison, I guess. We got laser swords. These are, you know, for copyright purposes, called laser swords and not anything else. Lightsabers. Counts as 2 restricted cards, max 1 per deck. Your hero gets +1 attack for each icon in play to a maximum of +4 attack. 3-cost upgrade. That's interesting. I mean, that's fun. We got rock, paper, scissors. Oh gosh, this is going to be fun. I can already tell. 1-cost upgrade. Exhaust this card. Choose 1 card in your hand and discard the top card of your deck. Using the diagram above, if a printed resource on the chosen card beats a printed resource on the discarded card, add the discarded card to your hand. Okay, so Atlas Bear, Domino, Magic when she comes out, all of these cards that know that top resource, it's fun. It's just a fun card. Okay, tic-tac-toe. What was the first one that we looked at? Where did I put it? Oh, up here. Blackout. Is Blackout a game that I'm just not familiar with? Spider-Woman Alter Ego? Yeah, excellent. Yes. So tic-tac-toe is hero action. Spend 1 resource of any type. Move 1 damage from a character to an empty space above matching the spent resource. If there are 3 damage tokens in a line, deal all damage on this card to an enemy and discard this card. Okay, so this one is, I think, a lot better than Blackout, right? Spend 1 resource of any type. Move 1 damage from a character to an empty space above. So you can, what would be the max? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The max would be 7 damage, but it's also 7 healing. It's an innovation, but you don't get the card spin, but you can start healing allies. In this game, are allies characters? I don't remember. I know they are in Lord of the Rings, but I don't actually remember. I think they are. I think they are characters in Marvel. So you can heal allies, which is really, really important. Then we got War. Oh, this is another meta game here. Juggernaut just hanging out playing with Deadpool. Allies are characters? Okay, cool. That's fun. Exhaust War. Discard the top card of the encounter deck. Take 1 damage for each icon in the boost area of that card. Discard the top card of your deck. Deal damage to an enemy equal to that card's cost. That's fun. Does it say damage or damage token? Can you use it on a hero? Move 1 damage from a character. So you can use it on a hero. Yeah, you can use it on a hero. So that's the pool aspect. The pool aspect seems really chaotic. I love it. I'm going to leave it out kind of like this so we can build our deck around the pool aspect because I'm really interested. War could be really interesting with Domino. Yeah. Yeah, because you can swap a lot of those really high cost cards in there. Oh, you could do the bomb and pool inspection. That'd be fun. That would be really interesting, actually. If you go, yeah, I mean, Domino runs these. You swap them, and then you can use War to take damage and then throw 6 damage at the villain. Poor Shadowcat with all the... Oh, Shadowcat would be really fun, too. Yeah, that's a cool call. Whenever you play with the pool aspect, I want to read the rules just because I want to make sure that I have them correct. The pool aspect. The pool aspect counts as an aspect for all gameplay purposes. You can customize any hero's deck using the pool aspect in your chosen aspect following the deck customization rules found in Appendix 1 of the rules reference. Bringing Deadpools from across the multiverse into a battle is a killer proposition. When setting up a game in which at least one player is using the pool aspect, shuffle one copy of the Crisis of Infinite Deadpool's Treachery into the encounter deck. Set the rest of the Deadpool modular encounter set aside. This encounter set is shuffled into the encounter deck when the Crisis of Infinite Deadpools is resolved. Hey, Panda, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Is there anything in the game which does something off a printed cost of a card? Like if you reveal a card, do X based on the printed cost. Other than War, not that I can think of. Not that I can think of. Hone Technique. That's a good call. No feet. Yeah. Will this aspect be expanded further as a one-time thing with Deadpool's back? We don't necessarily know. I think I would lean towards that it's going to be a one-time thing. Joshy, that's actually, yeah, that's a really cool card. Yeah, I reckon we'll get the pool aspect built out slowly now and then. How we have like some like cards in the back of a pack. I could see that. Archangel, yes, Lucas, good call. Yes. That's another really good call where you use the printed cost of the card. Nice. So Crisis of Infinite Deadpools. This is effectively another Shadow of the Past. We got when revealed a set-aside Dreadpool minion and Dreadful Deed side scheme. Shuffle the rest of the set-aside Deadpool encounter set into the encounter deck. Remove this card from the game. So we got Dreadpool. Dreadpool is a 2/2/3, engages the first player. And when defeated, deal Dreadpool to the player who defeated him as a face-down encounter card. Infinite Deadpools. Dreadful Deeds. When revealed, place 2 threat here for each player who controls 1 or more pink cards. Has an amplify. And then Dreadpool over here crossing out the people who he's taken out. And he's focusing on Deadpool now. That's fun. Hey, Killer. Quick question. What is your favorite card of all the cards in Marvel Champions? Oh, that's so tough. I did a top 5 favorite cards to build a deck around. If I had to pick my favorite card in all of Marvel Champions, the first thing that popped into my mind, and I'm going to have to go with that because I can sit here and think about it for 20 minutes before I give you an answer, is going to be Friction Resistance. I love Friction Resistance from... Oh yeah, no, wait. Legal Practice. Yes, obviously, no feet. Friction Resistance from Quicksilver Hero Pack. Exhaust to generate a wild resource whenever you get to ready Friction Resistance. And the combos that go off with that, with... you know, Yarn and aggression, you can just throw damage very quickly. Really fun to try and ready as many times as you want to try and get as many resources as you want. I really enjoy Friction Resistance. Honestly, at this point, X23 hero card is my favorite art. Yeah, there you go. That's fun. I agree that it's a good one. I asked this at D20, but if I ask you to name a hero plus an aspect combo, which doesn't feel like it should work, but does, what's the first pair that comes to mind? That's a fun question. Hero aspect that doesn't work. I feel like at this point in the game, our aspect archetypes have expanded so much that you can customize each aspect to fit almost any hero. The first thing that came to mind, because I kind of was thinking about this before we got the repurpose card, is Rocket Protection. But Rocket Protection works pretty well now, freaking incredibly well with repurpose. But even before that, pre-repurpose, you had a lot of ways to heal, you had a lot of ways to prevent damage, you could get aerial, so ever vigilant, all of that kind of stuff kind of works out fairly well with it. Star-Lord and Protection feels at odds with each other, but it's very strong in practice. Yeah, Star-Lord Star-Lord and protection is fun. Um, trying to think of. I feel like the answer to that would be protection plus a hero. I don't know. I don't know if there is another aspect that feels like it would not pair well with a hero. If that makes sense. Maybe leadership Hulk, leadership Hulk, leadership She-Hulk, where like, you know, I kind of think of leadership as being, but those work really well because of strength in numbers. Thematically, it's hilarious that Hulk works way better with justice than aggression just because he's too aggressive as if. Yep. Ghost Spider with leadership. That's an interesting one. No, I would not say that I am biased towards protection at all. Ghost Spider with leadership. I have not played it. It'd be interesting to break that out and try it again. Okay, so we got Poolized. These are 2 attachments. Treat the attached ally, I like how it has X23 in here, as a pool minion with a blank text box. Attacked minion scheme is equal to its thwart. Does not take consequential. When revealed, attached to an ally with the highest cost. Whoa, with the highest cost. Yikes, that's tough. We got the anti-regenerative ray. Attached to Deadpool, otherwise attached to Dreadpool, otherwise attached to the villain. When the attached character attacks a non-villain character, treat the attached character's text box as if it were blank except for traits until the end of the attack. 1 of each resource to discard it. And then the metacidal tendencies. Deal 2 damage to each Deadpool corpse character. 3 damage instead if Dreadpool is in play. No damage was dealt this way. Place 1 acceleration token on the main scheme. Ironically, Star-Lord and Protection is also a repurposed deck. Free force field generators. Oh, that's... Ooh, I've never tried that. That sounds really fun. I love Hulk Justice. Monica Chang might be my favorite card just because of how it helps my beloved Hulk. Yeah, Monica is a good card for Hulk. Hulk Shield is a really cool card. Oh my goodness, I did not I had so much fun. I said this in the video that I posted today. Like I love this game because I feel like interacting with the game, I don't realize that I've been talking for 1 hour and 45 minutes about these cards. But that's going to be the unboxing. We're going to move into at least a game with Deadpool. I have another community meetup tonight, and I'm hoping that we can get through both games, but we're at least going to start with Deadpool. I'm going to be right back. I have to go grab another drink, but we're going to be playing Deadpool with the pool aspect against Sandman. It's going to be epic. I'm excited. Core is pronounced core, but to be honest, corpse works super well here. That's fair. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go grab some stuff. We're going to build a Deadpool pool deck. Get ready. See you soon.